Here's Harden. Pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard. To the middle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Picked by Sabonis. Here's Westbrook. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Sabonis' shot is off.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Beal surveying the D. To the inside. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Leonard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Lopez. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Down low. Here's Eubanks. Back to Levine. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. The shot by Eubanks, no good.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Picked it. DeRozan outside. Westbrook left side. Outside Levine. No good with the triple. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Harden. Rebound by Sacramento. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Here's Eubanks. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Harden scanning the floor. Out to Leonard. Oh, Leonard! A special delivery.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
Here's Levine for 3. Collins with the rebound. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Some solid D from Eubanks. Westbrook left side. Eubanks gets the bucket.
Boy, talk about an advanced playmaker. Westbrook can make passes that other players just can't.
Here's Harden. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Out to the right wing. Leonard outside. Back to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Levine.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
8 seconds left to play in the first half. Westbrook. No luck on that one. And Beal puts up a deep three. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Clippers on top, up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you guys.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Eubanks. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, he just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
To the inside. Stopped home by DeRozan on the jam.
This is what DeRozan is known for. He loves taking flight and hammering it down.
Outside Harden. To the middle. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Collins a screen. Three-pointer. Bogdanovich, no good. The Kings trailing. Pass to Levine. Now Schroeder. Still no points. Kicks it to DeRozan. For the tie. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well. Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
To the paint. Here's Lopez.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
DeRozan outside. Shoots over Lopez. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, I tell you, DeRozan puts so much pressure on the defense, he practically forces guys to foul him.
taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. And he makes both free throws.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you, he might outwork you, and he's able to be everywhere on the floor, and he does it with kind of unique grace and finesse.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Leonard. Here's Batum. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. DeRozan with the ball. Guarded by Batum. Outside Monk. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Schroeder. Paul with some nice D. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Leonard. Monk covers. Outside Schroeder. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 5. And we're just moments away. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kings trail by 5. Outside Carter. Beyond the arc. Bradley Beal with a rebound. And it's Beal with the ball for the LA Clippers. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Pass to Leonard. Zubac screen. Inside. The jump hook. Oh, power it home. Oh, wow. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is the ball game again. Do not let that happen here, Lord, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Called by Ty Lue. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. the Clippers making a switch here. Westbrook outside. Out to Sabonis. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Lopez with it. He's picked up by Ellis. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Pass to Lopez. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. And the free throw, no good.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Three-pointer, Harden. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's nice.
Oh, big finish.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Kicks it out to Collins. And so the ball out of bounds. DeRozan touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Lopez. Rebounded by Sabonis. Picked by Sabonis. Levine. He's off from 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Now Beal. Now Harden. Takes a 3. Oh, it misses. Now Levine. And stolen by Leonard. Harden with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Keon Ellis gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Right side Harden.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
You know, DeRozan has to put so much into the offensive end. You wonder if his defense suffers at times. Not that time. He was all over that shot.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
Now Leonard. Outside Lopez. Rebounded by Sabonis. Kings trail by 7. DeRozan looks it over. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
On their way to the goal, your Sacramento Kings Warriors.
So the Kings making a change here. Los Angeles leading by 7. .103 left in the fourth quarter. And Harden gets the double team. Here's Collins. Lopez. No good from 3. And it's Sacramento's ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Harden with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Kings ball.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 7. Westbrook. Leonard there for the rebound. Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc. Westbrook drives. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Ali LaFleur. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And that one's good. Flag. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
Now here's Davis. Down low. 4 on the clock. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Murray with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Davis. They've got numbers. Washington outside. And here's Flag outside. Brown grabs the board. Well, when you think of the all-time blockbuster deals, Anthony Davis has already been in a couple.
Yes, BA, but it is the most recent trade that is the most notable. When he was traded to Dallas for Luka Doncic. Luka is a generational player. It shocked the NBA world. It will be one of the defining moments of AD's career.
And how about Flag's speed on the breakaway? I mean, this young guy can really move.
Outside Murray. To the inside. Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
And here's Flag outside. The offensive rebound. Launches it. And it's Christie with a 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. We have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt Davis will be a factor tonight. Back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. It's tipped. To the middle. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, I like Flag in that two-man game. It makes the defense have to decide.
Murray drives in. And the rebound goes to Dallas. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And here's Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 9. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. With the clock winding down, Thompson pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And 1:01 left to the opening quarter. Pass to Jokic. Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
So dangerous at the pick and roll. Murray moving that ball, creating for others.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Davis. Has to Flag. From about 19. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Jokic. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Left side Murray. Buries it down low.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Here's the... Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end...
To second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And it's Jokic missing.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
The three from Thompson. Rebounded by Denver. And here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Jokic. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 9. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Murray looking around. Pass to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 10. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Murray. No good with a layup. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Here's Flag. Outside Christie. From deep. Nails it from 3. Christie's got 6 points.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Outside Murray. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Misses the layup. It's Washington, high post. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
To the paint. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Christie. Offensive board. Here's Davis. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Klay Thompson understanding how to read the floor and make the right choice. Yes, he can score it, but good vision there.
Pass to Jokic. A minute 6 left in the second quarter. 4 on the clock. Murray from outside. Gafford grabs the miss. And Dallas with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Outside Christie. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Denver. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Christie. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jokic the screen. Denver needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's Flag. Over Murray. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Dallas. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Tipped. Pass to Gordon. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Dallas leading by 18. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that.
We've got the Hawks here in Atlanta with an interconference matchup today. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's Randall. Porzingis with the rebound. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach. Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
And last year, Coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward position. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Here's DiVincenzo, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Up top, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Here's Young. He takes it in. Misses from short range.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Back to Porzingis. Shoots over McDaniels. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
DiVincenzo with it. Back to Randall. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And the Hawks with possession here. It's a three-point game. Johnson outside. And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also. When Trae Young's running the pick and roll, you just expect good things to happen.
McDaniels outside. Five on the clock. Johnson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Listen, guys, just on his length alone, Porzingis poses a lot of problems as a defender.
Johnson goes in. Shoots it. Porzingis can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Edwards. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
The Hawks leading. Fires for three. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 now. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
Now, here is Young. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Into the lane.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Out to Porzingis. Young outside. Back to Porzingis. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Pass to Randall. Back to McDaniel. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead.
The Timberwolves 11.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
And a wide open look for Daniel.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, the Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. But frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Dan, Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And Johnson, no good on that one. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Inside, pass to Alexander Walker. Young outside, just 5 to shoot. The Hawks again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Porzingis with the block. Young left side. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Johnson. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Edwards inside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there it is for him. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. McDaniels on the wing. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. We've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
And here is DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. The putback. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
An absolute warrior on the backboard. Randall knows where to be when that shot goes up.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Gobert, the screen. Here he goes. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Down low. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Outside Daniel. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back on track.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. At the elbow, Edwards. 3 seconds left. No good at the rim. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Rizeshe. Okongwu a screen. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Randall. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
And that one's good. Rizeshe.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, people forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by. Back over to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Rieseshay. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France. Rieseshay, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Rieseshay just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo with it. Okongwu covering. Pass to Edwards. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:33 left in the third quarter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Daniels from outside. The shot, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Reed. Out to Edwards. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
Here's Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. Here's Gay. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gay's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks. Pass to Edwards. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Screen by McDaniel. Now Reed. It's blocked. Ball is left side. They set the pick. Inside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Randall. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point.
26.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Edwards will bring it up with the Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Rieseshay with the steal. To the paint. Here's Wallace. No good with the layup. Edwards switching in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Here's Wallace. That one misses.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer's off the mark. That's tipped and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Look, Reed is a strong finisher. It's still unbelievable that he was undrafted because he is a force.
Stan Naz Reed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Naz Reed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeouts. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And we got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And stolen by Daniels. The tray tipped away.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over. The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Minnesota with it here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Finish.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Now McDaniels. From 12 feet. Young inside. Daniels. The long shot, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's McDaniels. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on you.
Johnson outside. Young outside. Now Johnson. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
And there's the try. Edwards inside. Oh, no good on the dunk. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Does not go. And Minnesota has possession. Trailing here by 8. Now Reed. Going to work down low.
Not easy inside there for Reed, but he made something happen.
Young outside. Porzingis. And there's the dunk.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Randall down low. Porzingis pulls it down. Young! Down he goes for three. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference once they started to really play in rhythm.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams outside. Nice defense by Vassell. And it's the Spurs ball. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Barnes with it. Just 5 to shoot. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Big time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Here's Wembanyama. Down low. It's tipped. Williams with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. Holmgren's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Wembanyama left side. Four on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Driving in. Cancel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special. And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And he knocks down the first one. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Pass to Barnes. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And showing us some toughness there. Nice to see Holmgren fearless at attacking on the drive and getting fouled.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Holmgren hits them both. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama's got 8 points. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The Spurs, 16.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Three-pointer. Dort misses. The Spurs with the lead. Wembanyama on the attack. Goes back up. Caruso grabs the miss. And the Thunder with the possession here. Dort wide open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Here's Champagny. Scoreless thus far. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
It's Dort on the wing. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Wembanyama. No good on that one. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. To the paint. Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to SGA. Back to Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter. Now Castle. He's got 8. With the drive, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Castle on the wing. He's got 10. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 5.
Number 15.
Pass to Carlson. Now Caruso. Here's Champagnie. Here's Olynyk. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Trailing by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Here's Caruso. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Champagnie. Still yet to score. Here's Castle. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Pass to Caruso. And stolen by Vassell. To the inside. Champagnie.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. 2 on the clock. Caruso, no good. San Antonio leading by 10. Master Olynyk. Now Castle. SGA defending. And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Over in the corner, Caruso. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. A second chance effort. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Olynyk. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one off George.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Substitution on the floor.
And stolen by Wiggins. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Wembanyama, a screen. They double team Wembanyama. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 9. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. It's good. SGA's got 12 points in the game.
So this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Castle with it. 12 points for him. Pocket 6. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren can't hit. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama outside. It's stolen by Jordan. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's San Antonio now. 7-point differential. Wembanyama, right side. And the shot goes down. Wembanyama's got 22 points.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
It's Dort on the wing. Cans it from downtown.
You have to stay connected with him out there or he will roast you.
Now Castle. Five to shoot. Pass to Wembanyama. It's over Holmgren. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Castle. Going inside. Wembanyama. Off with the layup. Here's Williams. Buries it down low.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Castle with it. Outside for Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. And again unable to change the momentum here. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Williams. a huge two-handed slam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now Castle. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now Wembanyama. And it's good.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Holmgren takes advantage. That J is good.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Now Wembanyama. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Holmgren. They recover it. Another chance here.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
Castle pulls it down. San Antonio trailing here. Now Barnes. Here is Wembanyama. Holmgren rips down the rebound. Now Caruso. Oh, no good on the dunk.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Wembanyama looking it over. And he recovers it. Here's Barnes. No good on the layup. Now Caruso. Misses the three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Williams outside. They set the pick. Outside SGA. Here's Dort. Trying again. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
Wembanyama. And he jams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip-in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's San Antonio who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. For three, Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
And it's Thompson penetrating. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Ahmed. I mean, he was just gone.
Right side, SGA. Nice D from Thompson. About a minute into this first quarter. Durant for three. Beyond the arc. He buries it from three. Durant's got 6 points.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
It's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Durant. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. 4-point game. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
Williams on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And SGA throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. And here's Caruso outside. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. This is his second trip to the line in the game. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Houston. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively. Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Durant. Counted from distance. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. And SGA throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Durant for three. Another three from Houston.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
He gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Houston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
21.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute.
From 13, it's hauled in by Houston.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
The three is up. KD splashes the triple.
And you know, for a near 7-footer, Durant has a very compact release. Just one reason he's so consistent.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul. SGA with it. 12 points for him. And he drives in. And stolen by Durant.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's SGA. Here's SGA. That's to Holmgren. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Houston on D. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Back to SGA. And SGA throws it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Clear the way. When Durant is moving like this, you know he's focused on throwing it down.
From deep, SGA. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Here's SGA. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Rockets lead by 14. Outside Durant. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's SGA. And SGA throws it down.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Durant's shot is off. Thunder trail by 12. Pass to Dort. His first shot coming late. No good on the shot. The Rockets on offense. To the inside. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Dort for three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Here's SGA. Jacks up a three. The kick out to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams misses. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 11. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And that's just incredible focus from the swingman. Durant is skilled at scoring despite the contact.
Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
Will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
.34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Here's Durant. Solid defense from Williams. Here's Dort. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
And so it's Houston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. 5 to shoot. Back to Şengün. Dort with a steal. The three. Williams misses. The Rockets lead by 7. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. SGA with it. Durant covering. Outside, Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Here's Okogie. The quick look, no good that time.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, BA, it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Please bring your attention courtside. It's the Sun Chasers.
He's off on the second. Thunder trail by 5. Double team on SGA. On the wing, Caruso. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant with it. Caruso covers. Easy money for KD inside.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting the close range look.
Williams up top. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results. They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
The 3, Durant nails it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 30 points.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there, not nearly enough.
The size, the length, Holmgren just a beast inside.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC. Piece by piece.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Now here's Durant. 30 points in the game. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. To the middle. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Courageous play inside by Durant. Just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. Here's Durant. 1 second left. It's off. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. We'll be right back. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
And Allie, thanks. The Rockets trail. Outside Durant. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Now Gilgeous-Alexander comes up empty down low. Durant surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half.
Watch how Durant disrupts the defense with the pick and roll, creating an opening for himself.
Here's SGA. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And it's Houston's ball. Thompson in the post. 3-pointer. Durant, no good. Outside, SGA. Going inside. Oh, the speed, the vertical. Gilgeous-Alexander with a slam.
And this is Shai's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Back to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Here's Holmgren. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Outside Durant. Now Thompson. Shot clock at 5.
And I like to see this from Smith. Pushing the action, not just hanging around the perimeter.
That's good from Smith.
At the line for the Rockets.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And just turns it over in one of the most irritating ways possible. I mean, what was that?
Yeah, that's just a lack of concentration. You have to be more careful handling the basketball.
Now here's SGA.
It's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
He fires from 18. The jumper is good.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Durant misses the 3. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-1 run.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Thunder.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
Man, what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Here's Dort. Fires the 3. Eason rips down the board. 30 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by SGA. Goes up. No resistance. Just finished in transition with ease.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline.
Here we go.
And it's the war.
Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Now, here's Collins. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here is Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Outside Butler. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Beal's shot is good.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Curry with Zubac defending.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
First team foul.
Harden outside. Warriors with the rebound.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And the jam by Harden.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And that one is good from Zubac.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Kuminga. Drops in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. It's just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Kevin?
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Curry on the wing. Pass to Moody. Golden State moving the ball around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Count that one. Curry's got 10.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. Just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching, and with Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
And he makes all 3. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively. And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Harden. Pass to Leonard. Now Zubac. Harden outside. Latrey. Offensive rebound. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Leonard with the steal. Here's Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Butler. Warriors leading by 4. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
First team foul.
Well done that time by Butler. He's using the contact to get to the line, and he's an excellent foul shooter.
2 shots.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
High arcing shot. Harden, that's good.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
One-on-one here. And stolen by Butler. Pass to Curry. Right wing. Here's Moody. A putback. Outside, Kuminga. Curry with it. Zubac defending. Clock at 6. Butler from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 4. To the inside. Curry with the steal. And here comes the break. And here we go. And the slam by Moody.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
Basket good.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
On feed, Jimmy Butler.
Butler stroking it nicely. Good touch from outside the arc.
It's Harden with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 6 points.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Over to the left wing. Some nice passing by Golden State. Now, here's Moody. Back to Curry. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Collins. He has yet to score. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Golden State ball.
1:21 left in the second quarter. There's no question, Clark, Tyronn Lue has been a stabilizing presence for this Clippers organization.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Ty Lue has fostered a really strong culture and has navigated some testy, difficult situations, which is why he's already viewed as one of the best coaches in franchise history. Almost looks effortless, but he'll just work hard to build those efficient mechanics.
Left side, Collins. 5 on the clock. And he goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Harden draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Right side, Collins. To the middle. Here's Beal. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Pass to Hield. Here's the three. They get the rebound. It's deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here is Harden. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Warriors leading by 9. Podziemski with it. Scoreless thus far. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Golden State. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 9. Now Leonard. In the corner, Collins with it. It's stolen by Green. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Back to you, Kev.
A veteran-heavy roster. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Here's Curry after the Clippers pick up 2. Shoots the 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Collins looking around. Inside. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. But Lopez won't miss many of those.
Butler on the wing. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. The kick outside to Butler. 4 on the shot clock. Green, no luck. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Harden. Back to Beal. And here's Collins. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Collins has got his second basket.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Here's Curry. 16 points for him. Pass to Moody. No good on the 3. Clippers trailed by 5. And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard-Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious, because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with 4.
Pocket 4. Green with the block. Warriors leading by 5. Back to Curry. Shoots over Leonard. Here's Harden. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Harden on the wing. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Now, here's Butler. He has 5. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here now the Clippers. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Paul with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Lopez.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. The ball. And they double up Paul. Pass to Lopez. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lopez has got 6 here in this quarter.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead, leading by a point. And when we return, we'll get the fourth. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here is Harden. Harden draws the double. On the wing, Heel. To the paint. Here's Post. Banked in off the glass. Post has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Ajemski on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Kicks it out to Harden to tie it up. Outside Collins. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Peeled with it. Now Beal defending. Stolen by Collins. Poked away. Peeled right side. Outside, Horford. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Warriors leading by 3. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're at the limit already. That to me is just lazy defense.
Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Butler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Big time jam from James Harden.
And James Harden feeling spry, giving the defense everything they can handle with his scoring.
Here's Green. Now Curry. The putback. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
It's stolen. Beal with the steal. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Now Zubac.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now Green, and stolen by Leonard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Butler. Leonard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Now Collins. Harden outside. To take the lead. Strong work in close by Harden.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Green left side. Butler outside. Up top Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Yeah, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
And here's Harden. Now Zubac. On the wing, Harden. Green whips down the board. Curry in the lane. Butler fires. Poke loose. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Substitution for your Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis.
Harden. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Chase Center. You're watching 2K Sports. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. Butler deciding where to go with it. That does not go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the lead.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly.
Here's Butler. For 3. Buries the deep ball.
This team does a good job of keeping Butler involved in everything.
Harden outside. Now Zubac. Oh, the jump.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And an intentional foul right there. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Harden.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Lopez. It's stolen by Green. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Now Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Now Butler. Oh, thrown down by Butler.
And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
Now Collins. Harden outside. Now Lopez. He answers with a dunk of his own.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now Green. Leonard with the steal. Beal deciding where to go with it. Now here's Harden. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Green. Lopez with the steal. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Nice shot by Smith. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend. Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
To the paint. Pass to Finney-Smith. Off target from outside.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Castle with it. Picked up by Thompson. Over in the corner, Barnes. Nailed from three-point land.
decision-making of Barnes is really solid. Knows he has the green light to fire as soon as he catches the pass, and that's what he does.
The 11-footer rebounds San Antonio. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Wembanyama outside.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
Outside Durant. To stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Castle. Here he goes. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
Pass to Durant. Over Barnes. KD's shot is off.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Here's Castle. 6 to shoot. Castle on the wing. And Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
Rockets trail by 5. Here's KD. And he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Smith outside. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Now here's Thompson. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs leading by 3. Back to Wembanyama. And stolen by Thompson. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 9 points for KD.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Screen by Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Now, Castle. Oh, he misses the dunk.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Back to Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Well, Clark, after missing most of the 23-24 season, Tari Eason came back strong last season.
Boy, he sure did. I mean, he really looked good and comfortable out there, made quality plays at both ends of the floor. You really hate to see anybody get injured, but especially a young guy like him. But youth gives him a chance, I think, to bounce back pretty quickly.
Wembanyama looking it over. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Durant, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Barnes outside. Rebound by Smith.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Barnes with it. Guarded now by Durant. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie Laporte.
Hey guys, Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Guys, back over to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Outside Durant. Over Barnes. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Eason. Here's San Antonio now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
Castle on the wing. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Wembanyama. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Inside. Here's Thompson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter it.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. He's off on the second. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Down low, it's stolen by Smith. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Eason.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Spurs.
To the middle. San Antonio again turning it over. And stolen by Barnes. Over Smith. No good from the wing. And so that's the end of the first half. It's San Antonio up by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Thompson outside. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's KD. Rebound San Antonio.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Castle. Lets the 3 fly. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Thompson with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Another miss by Houston.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Good on the bucket. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. Durant raising up.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
Castle with it. Şengün with the rebound.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Castle. Close the breakaway slam.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Back to KD. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believed they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Şengün with a wide open look. Another miss by Houston. And it's Barnes with the ball for San Antonio. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here's McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Olynyk. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Spurs lead by 14. Smith outside. Pass to Eason. Back to Smith. Durant for 3. Kept alive. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 11 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so it's San Antonio enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball.
29.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Rockets trailed by 12. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Wembanyama down low. They get the rebound. Victor Wembanyama.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Here's KD. And the shot goes in.
And he's been their top scorer today, but it hasn't come easy. He has not shot the ball well. They'll have to be more efficient here if they're going to win.
Castle on the wing. It's stolen by Eason. Durant, no good. San Antonio leading by 10. to the paint. Here's Vassell. And that one's good. Champagny.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Back to Holiday. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, Tassel showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now Holiday. Durant inside. Perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
KD comes with the double team. Vassell. 3. Good.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Spurs leading by 14. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Champagny. Again, got it to go off the glass.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Barnes the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Vassell. Here's Barnes. And the 3 misses. Now here's Durant. Puts it up from deep. The putback. Deflects the pass.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, I thought the job he did on the glass was absolutely terrific. Extremely physical. He left it all out there tonight.
Barnes fires, and he does not hit. Rockets trailed by 16. Launches it. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Barnes sinks the triple. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Barnes. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
They get it back. Out to Smith. Right wing.
Jabari Smith, Jr. 3 points.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForge.